So now let's get into the Western Conference Capsules, Friday, April 19, 2024. We had to wait until the final day of the NHL regular season before we actually figured out who was going to play who. And we have some really good matchups here in the West. So we'll get started with the Dallas Stars. They have the top amount of points in the West, 52, 21, and 9, 113 points and a plus 64. They're taking on the Pacific wildcard number 2, the defending Stanley Cup champion Vegas Golden Knights, 45, 29, and 8, 98 points and a plus 22. Peter DeBoer versus Bruce Cassidy, those are your head coaches. Potential Juggernaut versus defending champs, Supreme Balance versus Healed Up, and Heiskanen versus Any Worries. So stats on centerpieces. For the Stars, Robo, 82 games played for Jason Robertson, 29 goals, 51 assists, 80 points, plus 19. Joe Pa, 81 games played, 27 goals, 40 assists, 67 points, plus 12. Roope Hintz, another fine season. 79 games played, 30, 35, 65, plus 26. Wyatt Johnston, all 82. 32, 33, 65, plus 14 for the rookie. And it looks like Matt Duchene, 80 games played, 25, 34, 65, 15. Jimmy Benn, captaincy, 81 games played, 21, 39, 60, plus 8. Tyler Seguin, 68 games played, 25, 27, 52, plus 10. And I threw in Mason Marchment as well because there's a lot of above 50-point scorers on this team for Juggernaut's squad. 81 games played, 22, 31, 52, plus 22. That is ridiculous amount of balance for the Dallas Stars that should serve them well. For VGK, Jonathan Marchessault, boy oh boy, he's always good. 42 games played, 27 assists, 69 points. Jack Eichel, 63 games, 31, 37, 68 plus 4. Wild Bill, William Karlsson, 70 games played, 30, 30, and 60. That's what the note should read if we can do actual math. With a plus 15. Mark Stone, he's coming back from the lacerated spleen. He played 56 games. He's going to start in game 1, 16 goals, 37 assists, 53 points. Chandler, Stephenson, 75, 16, 35, 51, minus 9. And Ivan Barbashev threw him in there with Nick Waugh. But for Barbashev, 19, 26, 45, 15. And Nicolas Waugh, 70 games played with 13 goals, 20 assists, 41 points, and a plus 8. So premium defense, Miro Heiskanen, he's the usual suspect that drives the bus, at least defensively, he'll be able to get in the zone. 71 games played, 9 goals, 45 assists, 54 points, and a plus 8. Thomas Harley, he's been excellent on that first line. 79 games played, 15 goals, 32 assists, 47 points, plus 28. Shea Theodore for Vegas, 46 games. He had 41 points, 5 goals, 36 assists, and plus 6. Alex Pietrangelo, the former St. Louis Blues captain. 64 games played, 4 goals, 29 assists, 33 points, minus 5. And Braden McNabb, who played all 82. He's got 26 points and 22 assists, 4 goals, 18 on the plus and minus. So Dallas in this series, again, as they've been through the last 2 or 3 years now, we know them to be a balanced squad. They can hurt you on the power play. They can close you down on the penalty kill. They can score goals, do a little bit of everything. So they're 6 out of 32 teams at 24.2 on the power play, and they're 8th on the kill at 82% even. As we said, it's been that way for a while. Their 232 goals against is about around top 8, top 10. They're tied with a couple teams, and their goals for the Dallas Stars is 294, which is 3rd. For Vegas, you kind of wonder if you even worried, correct? Because they had a 1-6-1 stretch to start the year. They were badly beat up, as they usually are over the last several seasons. Vegas wants 5-on-5 play. That's going to be the key in this series because their power play is tied with the San Jose Sharks. You don't want to be tied there. 21st, just above 20%. And their penalty kill is middle of the pack. Dead even. 16 out of 32, 79.3%. So Vegas, they've shown you under Bruce Cassidy that they're able to get the job done, win the Stanley Cup, and be a deep team. But they're not going to beat you on specialty teams. And Dallas is very good in that regard. Goaltending, Jake Ottinger. For Dallas, 54 games played, 34, 14, and 4 record with a 2.72 goals against, 905 save, and 3 shutouts. Scott Wedgwood, he was decent. 32 games played, 16, 7, and 5, 285 goals against, 899 save percentage, no shutouts for him. Aiden Hill had a tremendous start to the year. He got injured, and the back end of it didn't look so great. So 34 games played in totality, 19-11-2, 270 goals against, and 910 save percentage, couple shutouts. And Logan Thompson played the abreast of most of the action there. 46 games played, 25-14-5 with a 270, same as Aiden Hill, but a 908 save percentage, couple points off, and one shutout. Who wins this series and gives some reasons for both? Man, this is going to be one of the hardest ones to do. Because for who wins, Dallas Stars have been waiting for this matchup. And lucky for them, they get it in round one. Vegas has kind of been a little bit of herky-jerky play with some of the injuries and stuff that they've had to deal with. And as I said, for Dallas, they've been waiting since the Western Conference Finals to get revenge. We all know about the boneheaded play from Jimmy Benn that got him suspended for a couple games. And some of the fans out there for Texas hockey were thinking that they're better off without the captaincy because as soon as he came back, they got demolished. So I think he's going to want to right some wrongs. We know Jimmy Benn loves to play on the edge. Again, I always talk about it as a Red Wings fan. He's one of the partial reasons why Dylan Larkin has a back injury, alongside guys like Matthew Joseph with the clean cross-check right to the back. They say clean, but it was not. Still, that's how Jimmy Benn likes to play. He's been decent all year. Wyatt Johnston's been terrific, and the balance for Dallas is something to behold. I don't really think there's any team in the league that is deep as Dallas is, considering when you have, let's just go through it here softly. I'm looking at the notes and trying to believe this time 9 players above 50 points or more, and all really positive in the plus minus. So what does that tell you? When you have supreme defense, when you have Miro Heiskanen, you have 9 different players with 50-plus points, you got Jake Ottinger in net, and you have a team that's hungry for revenge. Do you really think the Dallas Stars are going to lose this series, considering what happened to them in 6 in the Western Conference Final? For Vegas, it's as simple as, hey, we're going to get Mark Stone back. We inserted Tomas Hertl. Anthony Mantha comes back as well. You had all these other additions. You still got Nick Wall. You got Wild Bill, William Karlsson. You're looking pretty good. And I feel like as long as Aiden Hill gets his stuff back together and he can't fall back to the 270, if Aiden Hill plays like he did in the postseason last year for the VGK, he looked like one of the best goaltenders in the entire world. That's how hot he was. Now, Vegas and Aiden Hill and Logan Thompson are predicated on their defensive play, meaning as long as Alex Pietrangelo, Braden McNabb, Shea Theodore, and guys like that will push the puck alongside Zach Whitecloud to the outside, when the rebounds are given up by Aiden Hill and company, then they'll do a good job of pushing the puck the other way and doing damage. If they cannot do that, however, and Dallas, again, if they can get to the man advantage and do some damage and do a lot of the other things that they do with their balanced scoring, and God forbid, you got to keep Joe Pavelski out in front of the net because he's going to be able to tip anything away that's around 20 feet home into the net, considering that is one of his best specialties across the entire league. He's one of the very best with the hand-eye. There is a lot for Vegas to do and the like as far as some bodies coming back, but this is a very motivated Dallas squad. And even though I am tempted to pick the defending champions, and I think I could do so in a long series, at least go 6 games, regardless of who I pick, I'm going to lean Dallas because I feel like the motivation factor is way too high. They want to be able to right the wrongs. I imagine American Airlines is going to be rocking on that Monday night. And if I get back to my road trip in time between the Muskegon Voyagers and Waterford Sharks, that was the one I was eyeing at 9:30 p.m. Eastern to cover because I can't cover with Alec because I got to do the road trip. So if I can get to that on Monday, that's the one I'm going to be following, and then Tuesday will be Winnipeg and Colorado. We'll get to that capsule next. I just have a feeling like the Dallas Stars find a way to get this done. Would I be surprised if the Vegas Golden Knights win this series in 6 and do the complete reversal? Absolutely not. In fact, part of me expects them to do that. But Dallas, they've been hungry for this all year. You know you want this opportunity, and what better chance for them right now than to play the defending national champions just right now in the first round, defending Stanley Cup champions. You got to be able to get this done right now. This team is about as good as it's going to be And it really is up to me for Jake Ottinger to be able to take that 272, maybe shave it down to 245 goals against. Aiden Hill, again, toward the back end, it hasn't looked great. And Logan Thompson, I don't know if Bruce Cassidy, he's not going to say it, but this is just me talking out loud, has the utmost confidence in either one of his goaltenders right now. And I understand it's a little bit of tumultuous and because of all the injuries and coming back in. Vegas is a team that's professional and they can get the job done. But for Dallas, this is going to be their best chance to take out Vegas Golden Knights. They got to do so right now. I'm going to go on the edge of my seat here. I'm going to say Dallas in 6. I don't know if it's going to be right, but that's what I'll go with right now. So the game 1 is slated for Monday, April 22nd at 9:30 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. If I can get back in time and everything else is all settled, we'll cover that on Monday. If not, we'll go to the first Tuesday assignment.